Welcome back to the Apex Legends tutorial series. In this episode, we are going to start a 3-part mini-series that is going to cover all of the things that you can interact with in this game. We are going to be talking about supply bins, replicators, respawn beacons, arsenals, all of the different things that you can interact with in this game will be covered over the next 3 episodes. And the first thing that we are going to talk about is doors. That's right, doors. Doors are a mechanic in this game, and you need to understand how they work before you get into a match, because there are a couple of things about doors that are going to impact how you play the game. So let's just start out with the basics. When you go up to a door and you use your interact key, the door will push open, and when you close it, it will pull closed. You cannot pull a door open. You can only push it open. If a door is already open, you can push it closed, but again, you cannot pull the door open. You can only push the door open. This means a couple of things. First is that the door can be blocked. So if someone, like a player, is sitting on the other side of the door cannot be opened anymore. There are other things that can block doors too, such as a death box. If a death box is on the ground in front of a door, you will not be able to open that door anymore. So if a door is blocked, how do you open it? There's a few different ways. The first way is that you can walk up to the door and press your melee button. In this example, the Wraith on the other side of the door is blocking the door in an attempt to use a battery. The Mirage on my team hits the door once. I come up behind him and hit the door a second time to break it down, and then we both go in to attack the player that's blocking the door. It is important to do this as a team, because if you try to do it on your own, you will probably die because it takes a while to pull your gun out. After you break a door down, there is a very long delay between when you can take your weapon back out. So it's important to remember that if you break a door down in this way, you need to be ready to put yourself into a safe location or a safe area, because what the player on the other side of the door will do is they will take out their gun and shoot you while you are going through a very lengthy animation to get your gun back out. So the best way to get through a door that is blocked, if you're using your melee attack, is to have one player bust the door down and another player have their gun ready to go in, kind of like a, FBI open up, and like everybody kind of goes in. Like one person will break the door down like this, and then everybody else will go in once the door is broken down. Another way to break a door down is with grenades. Every grenade in the game will break a door down. This is what happens when an arc star is thrown at a door. It doesn't have to stick to the door, even if it's by the floor like this. When it explodes, the door will break. It's the exact same thing for a frag grenade. And an incendiary grenade will also break a door down. It is important to note that the incendiary grenade will actually damage both sides of the door, even if the door is still there. So if someone is camping out on the other side of the door, a good way to get them to move is by lighting it on fire. Some guns will break doors down too. As an example, if you have a Rampage and you heat it up with an incendiary grenade, your gun will now deal damage to doors. If you are playing the hero Rampart and you use your ultimate, which is Sheila, Sheila will also break doors down. If you are playing Fuse, Fuse's active ability will also break doors down. Controller heroes can also control doors really, really well. Probably why they're called controller heroes, right? So we'll start out with Caustic. If you throw one of your barrels or one of your bins at a door, it will not be able to open if an enemy tries to open this door. Wattson can control doors really well as well. As an example, if you place your nodes at the side of a door like this, the door is now electrified, meaning if an enemy tries to even touch the door, they will take damage and they will get slowed down. So Wattson is really, really good at controlling doors. Rampart is also great for controlling doors too, because if you build cover on this side of the door won't open anymore. You can see here on this side of the door, when I go to open it, it doesn't open. Now, you also have to be careful with this because, as you can see, if I jump out of the door like this with the rampart wall on this side of it, and now I'm over here, I can't get back inside. If I do that, I have to ask the rampart to take down their wall so I could get in, or ask someone, please open the door, let me in, let me in. Like, it will block you, so you can't open the door anymore. And obviously, you don't want to break your door down if you're trying to hold down a location, so just be aware of that. Like, if rampart blocks a door, probably don't go outside, you're going to get stuck. And I'm going to save Catalyst for last, because she is one of the only heroes that can actually do things to doors that no other hero can do. So, as you can see here on my keyboard, if I hold down X, the shortcut key is right there, she will reinforce the door. What this does is it makes the door super strong. You can't just kick it down with 2 hits of your melee anymore. It's really, really buff. So the only people that can now interact with the door is your team, which is crazy, right? Reinforced doors, strengthening them and locking them to enemies, so they get locked as well. She's the only hero that can do that. Something else that only Catalyst can do is she can rebuild a door. So once a door is knocked off, it's not coming back. Only Catalyst can rebuild it. That's it. Now I can take this down and other people can interact with it as well. But yeah, she's the only hero that can actually rebuild a door. So another way that Catalyst can interact with doors is using her active ability. If you go like this on the side of a door using Catalyst, and you throw down your spikes here, like this, the spikes will always come out sideways in front of you, right? Horizontally. Well, what you need to kill to shoot the spikes is on this side of the door. So you can't shoot it, but look, it extends all the way to the side. So this can really make it so doors are very, very hard to interact with. You can't shoot the thing down to get rid of the spikes. You obviously don't want to stand on the spikes, and if it's reinforced, you ain't getting in here, okay? You ain't getting in. And the last thing that I want to demonstrate is one quick tip when it comes to using Ballistic. If you take the Rampage and you put it in your sling, when you use Tempest, which is your ultimate, it will make your Rampage automatically revved up like it has the Incendiary Grenade in it. So I can ult, and then it will take out my Rampage, and then I can just blow through a door. And that is going to do it for this episode. To recap, doors generally push open and pull shut. If a door is blocked, it will not open. A door can be blocked by either a player or an object like a death box. Doors can be destroyed in a variety of different ways, such as grenades, or by using your melee attack twice on the door. Controller heroes generally mess with doors all in different ways, whether it's by blocking them or electrifying them or putting little tar trap spiky things beneath the door. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about supply bins. I know it seems like a pretty basic topic, but there are several different types of bins that you should probably know about before you jump into a game. So we will see you in the next one.